Hey guys, it's Jarek there, Dragon from RDA. Got another chrono today. This one is of a gun that's a lot of people like, a lot of people may kind of like, but it sort of got ruined by a certain amount of people that play a certain video game, which I'm not going to say. But this is of the A&K Masada. Now I have a scope put on here just to show you can, and also because I'm going to be doing the accuracy test after I do this chrono, and I already have it sighted and I didn't want to take it off. But this is going to be a chrono of the A&K Masada. If you want to buy this gun, there's a link down below to RDA's website. There's also a link down below to RDA's forum where you can talk to the community. Now, I'm not going to be using the standard P magazine. It's cool. It looks cool in the gun. Kind of finishes the look. But I want to show that this gun can use your standard everyday M4 magazine. This is just a simple SRC M4 mag, high cap. And there you go. It works with it. Doesn't quite look as good as a PMag, but it works with it. So let's see how hard this thing is shooting. Alright, so let's do feet per second first. I am using 0.2 gram BBs and a 9.6 volt battery that does fit in the handguard. So, 0.2s. Ooh, 408. 397. 381, 407, 408, 385, 390, 394, 399, 392. Okay, so it seems to fluctuate in between 380 to 410, but the average does seem to be about 390, 400 feet per second, and that's going to be about perfect for your standard woodland game. You wouldn't want anything, well, 350 to 400 is about perfect for your standard woodland game. Usually they don't allow anything more than 400 feet per second, at least in this area they don't. But you really wouldn't need much more depending on your range. But let's go ahead and go to rounds per minute. Again, this is with a 9.6. .670 rounds a minute. 660. 660. Alright, so my chrono started being stupid, but with the 9.6 volt, it seems like you're getting about 700 rounds a minute. Not great, not too bad. Overall, it's roughly about average for a Chinese clone. CYMA is same exact rate of fire. But the thing you're going to want to do when you get this gun is replace the motor, because it feels like the motor is a little bit sluggish, and that seems to be what's holding it up. But 700 rounds a minute, it's not as bad as people are going to try to make it out to be. 9.6 to 7.4, or 9.6, 700 RPM, it's okay. Not great, not horrible, it's okay, it's about average. Alright, now it's time to shoot a can. First, semi-automatic. Go full auto. There we go, now it's cut in half. So here are the cans, shot it in half. BBs were going right on through it every single shot. I just kept shooting until it eventually split in half, as you guys saw. But yeah, roughly around 400 feet per second. Definitely not a weak gun. Alright, so let's wrap this thing up. The gun is shooting about 400 feet per second and around 700 rounds a minute. Now again, 700 rounds a minute isn't the fastest in the world, but it's also not the slowest in the world either. It's about average. I would, however, recommend replacing the motor with something that shoots a little bit faster. So the motor is what's actually slowing it down. Now the gearbox is stable enough to handle a higher rate of fire, no problem. The internals are actually pretty solid, surprisingly. So again, I would recommend replacing the motor, but 400 feet per second, 700 rounds a minute, that's okay stock. It's really not that bad. Go ahead and replace the magazine to give you, once again, a good look. Looks pretty good. Something else also to mention, working bolt catch, and here's something that's kind of cool. The hop-up unit is clear, and as you can see, there is a BB still in there. I'm going to shoot it out, shooting in a safe direction into a trap. You guys can kind of see what this looks like. It's kind of cool. Alright, now I showed that off. That's kind of cool. Release the bolt catch, just a button here. But again, 400 feet per second, 700 rounds a minute. If you want to buy this gun, there's a link down below to RDA's website. Obviously, it does not come with the scope. There's also a link down below to RDA's forum. You can talk to the community and talk to me. I'm kind of a goofy guy online and in person, and it's not what you expect in the videos. So, that's been the chrono of the A&K Masada.